This podcast is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. Visit the Tech Podcast Network at www.techpodcast.com. If it's tech, it's here.
Welcome to CalCast, your Create International podcast.
This is the Gospel Gadget Podcast, episode 44. Welcome, listeners, to Gospel Gadget Podcast. We want to show you what God is doing in terms of using technology to spread the gospel message all over the world and especially cross-culturally towards unreached peoples. Greetings, Gospel Gadget Podcast listeners, to another great episode of Gospel Gadget Podcast. We're really happy you're here with us. I'm your host, Cal Curtis, and today we're going to be taking a look at another amazing gospel gadget, one that I believe is top of the line as far as quality and features and performance in relation to these Wi-Fi devices that we have been sharing with you about. This gadget that we want to talk about today is the Lightstream Pocket. The Lightstream Pocket. It is made by a group of believers, a company called Unreached. Amazing people. They're the ones that have produced most of the solar backpack devices that are used by many media ministries around the world. Just tremendous people, and all of the products that they produce are of the highest quality. And this particular device is no different. The Lightstream Pocket, I'll just read a description of the Lightstream Pocket that they give us. Power on the Lightstream Pocket, and any nearby cell phone can connect to the Wi-Fi hotspot and browse through the Netflix-like user interface to select and download or stream the Christian media stored on the device, which I hope in most cases is Create International's gospel films and animations. Put a micro SD card in the micro SD card slot, and the Lightstream Pocket will quickly copy the media over to the card and optionally lock it if you don't want the media to ever be removed or deleted. Finally, the Lightstream Pocket scans for Bluetooth-enabled devices and automatically, quote, pushes, unquote, the Christian media files to them. These three distribution methods make the Lightstream an ideal solution to quickly and efficiently get Bibles and other Christian media to the people we're trying to reach. And in this case, it's unreached peoples. This is what we're trying to get our listeners to be excited about and to understand how to reach out to unreached peoples using the amazing media that Create International and other media ministries are producing, putting it on these devices and using them as delivery systems, especially in countries where overt evangelism is difficult or near to impossible. So these devices are perfect for those kinds of situations, and also for other countries where perhaps data plans are too expensive, and so people are doing much of their online activity through free Wi-Fi networks. And so this works perfect for countries like China, India, and many Middle Eastern and African countries. These are perfect gadgets for that. And the Lightstream is probably the limousine model of this type of device. And so I will be doing a video demonstration of it right now for you to be able to see this amazing unit and what it is capable of. We're here again with another unit, another device to show you and to demonstrate for you. This particular one, once again, in our series of Wi-Fi producing devices. This one, when you turn it on, again, it produces its own Wi-Fi network, very strong, powerful network. This is called the Lightstream Pocket. The Lightstream Pocket. It's made by Renew Outreach, and they are well known as producers and engineers of solar pack devices that you can take and show the Jesus film or other films, Creator National Films. So you can, they have backpacks, they have smaller packs, they have all kinds of different devices, but this is their latest device, their latest Wi-Fi device, which is really incredible. I would consider this what I would call the limousine of Wi-Fi devices of this type. And it's very interesting. You turn it on by just holding down the button here, and a few little lights come on. I don't think I held it on long enough. Hold it on a little bit longer. There we go. There we go. So all the little lights came on. And basically right now it's just going through and testing the components that are inside, making sure everything's working good. This, unlike the other devices, has its own built-in memory. I think it's 32 gigabytes of memory in it. So that can hold a huge amount, probably 60 films and animations and Bibles and all kinds of materials. You pretty much have a difficulty filling that all up with different language materials. So this is quite an amazing device. Not only does it have a rechargeable battery that also will last 10 hours on a charge, but also it has a USB if you want to add more films, or also you can charge your mobile devices on this. And it also has here a micro SD card slot, and then this is your USB-C charging port. But this, I want to tell you a little bit about this micro SD card slot. You can actually put an empty micro SD card in here, push it in, turn on the device, and the device will copy everything that's on the device onto that micro SD card. And then you can give that card away to people. They put it in their phone, their Android or whatever, and then they have all those materials on their own device. So this works not only as a Wi-Fi distribution unit, plus it also does have capability of Bluetooth pushing. You would just have to get an adapter for that, but it has that capability. But the other cool feature is you'll notice right here next to the on button, there's a small button below it. If you hold that button down and put your micro SD card in there, it locks the card after copying all the material on it. That way people can't just use the card for any purpose and erase the gospel material on it. They have to keep it as it is and use it as it is. So that's a tremendous, there's so many great things about this. Now the Dove Stream does, that we talked about before, the Dove Stream does have a built-in chat room. So that's really a great thing where you can, whoever's on it can chat, text with one another while they're on there, while they're watching or downloading films. And also it does have the ability to give you stats or statistics on how many times was the device accessed, what did they watch, what did they download, what day, and all this kind of stuff. This device also has that capability. So that's really, really important if you're using it for evangelism purposes, and especially if you're using it in countries where overt evangelism is not possible. And so you want to really see how many people am I actually reaching out to that are seeing these films and downloading them. So this is an incredible device. Again, the limousine of Wi-Fi devices. The other thing that that puts this above all the other devices that are out there that I've seen is it has a tremendously beautiful and powerful interface. Basically, if you have seen a smartphone that is playing videos and it has the ability to swipe across videos or swipe across images and things like you would in a social media like Facebook or whatever, or a Netflix for that matter, this has that same look and feel into the interface. So it really is incredibly beautiful. And you can choose which films you want to have at the top that can swipe. You can choose and create the categories of films or animations or Bibles or whatever that you want in there as well. So there's a tremendous amount of capability that this has that we're not even able to spend the time to tell you everything about it. But we will be putting in the show notes hot links to where you can get all these devices and where you can find out more about their functionality. So this device is $70, so it is a little bit more expensive, but not that much more, only $5 more than the Dove Stream. And if you get a large quantity of them, the price can come down. But this, I highly recommend this. This is really the flagship one that we want to distribute and want to get out on the field because it's just very powerful. It's very rugged and high quality components. So I recommend you get this for your next outreach to an Unreached People group.